Good afternoon. Today is an amazing day. You see this? This is going to change our lives. So we have our camper and we have been powering it using a generator. We've actually been using a Predator generator from Harbor Freight, which has done really well for us. Very quiet at night, and it's not very far from the camper. It doesn't keep my neighbors up. Everyone's happy, but we have to run that one, and I have a more powerful one that runs our well pump to power the water to the RV. And I'll explain the living situation in a minute, but for right now, this means that we have a new meter hooked up, and it is going to get wired in today. And so once that happens, we can power the RV and the well without me refilling with gas, which if you've seen the cost of gas lately, you know that it is very expensive. And it's roughly running us about $75 or so every 3.5-4 days to keep the trailer powered most of the time and keep the heat going. Now the heat runs off 12 volt, so I didn't want to go out and buy a battery just to power it at night, like a deep cell. So I've been running the generator. And now with the cost of gas, if I had to do it again, I would definitely run out and buy a battery and just recharge it during the day. And that way I wouldn't have to run it all night. In any case, we don't have to worry about that anymore. We're going to have electric. This is a huge step. We have been not living, we're living off the grid technically, but we are, there's a lot of maintenance and work that goes along with that, and it's minor day-to-day tasks that you take for granted when you have a house, and water flowing through your house all the time, and electric. You take these things for granted, so this to us is a huge deal, and it definitely takes a weight off my shoulders because I don't have to keep up with filling the generator all the time, keeping it going in the middle of the night. So this is huge. So we are tickled to death today. Anyway, I'll explain the living situation here in a minute. So currently, we have this plug running over to our generator, and that powers everything in the RV. That 3500 Predator generator is enough to power anything that we're going to use. It also has an eco mode where it burns less fuel and is a little bit quieter, and we can get roughly about, I think we got 14 hours once, but we can say roughly like 12.5 hours out of a full tank, which is, I believe, 2 gallons of gas. So that's great. But here is our city water connection, and all we've been doing with that is powering the jet pump with the other generator and running the hose in there, and that's how we kind of supply. If we're going to take long showers, if we're going to wash a bunch of dishes, we'll just power that up and use that to do anything we need to. What I'll also do at the end of each day is take our drinking water hose and hook it up to the tank on the other side and just fill our tank up completely to the onboard tank. And then that way, if we need water during the night, we're not running the generator, we just turn on the water pump, run it out of the camper. So it's a little interesting. It's a neat first experience from running it, but it's simple once you get started. We also, when we do have the city water hookup running, we'll also fill up our Brita, and then we'll take the water from the Brita, fill up a couple other containers, just in case we need some fresh drinking water, whenever. And we just wanted to run it direct from the well. So we just let the tank water, we usually use that just for showers and washing hands and things like that, and dishes. But if we're gonna be drinking out of it, it comes directly from the well, and it's double filtered at the hose with the RV filter we have, and then it's also filtered through the Brita. So that's how we're getting water right now. It's a little bit labor intensive, especially because we have to get gas in the generator, keep that thing running, and that one's super loud, so we can't run that one all night. Well, here we are. I don't know if you could hear that, but there's no generator running. There's lights on in the camper. Aren't you excited? Aren't you excited? We're really excited. Thank you to Carry On Electric. Thank you to Kyle Thompson. He is incredible. Just an awesome guy. Thank you to Chop Tank Electric for coming out so quickly to hook up the new meter. You take things like this for granted, and now I'm not going to ever do that again, because keeping up with that generator was a job in and of itself. And now we're back on the grid. I don't have to pay $75 in gas every few days just to keep the generator going. It is a great day. It is an awesome day. We're just out for a little stroll now that the electric's on. Yeah. Yeah. Great day. Hug your families, check your smoke detectors. Hope you're having a good one.